Our journey in central Illinois continues. This is Funks Grove. Funks Grove Township is a township in McLean County, Illinois. Its population is 245. The Walker General Store was the grocery store and gas station until the late 1970s, when it became an antique store. The storefront is not being used at this time. The depot, located across the street from the general store, was moved from Shirley, Illinois. The Funks Grove Depot is now at the maple syrup camp. Other structures are at Funks Grove, which we could not tell if they were inhabited or not. Sugar Grove Nature Center at Funks Grove opened in October 2004 and is run by a nonprofit organization. Here is one legend on the discovery of maple syrup. One night, upon returning from hunting, an Iroquois chief named Wokus plunged his hatchet into the side of a tree for safekeeping overnight. In the morning, he removed his hatchet and went out to hunt. There happened to be a bowl directly underneath the gash left by Wokus' hatchet, and sap began to flow into the bowl. Wokus' wife later noticed that this bowl was full of liquid and, mistaking it for water, used it to cook a venison stew. As the stew cooked, water evaporated from the sap, leaving a thick, sweet substance in the stew. Both Wokus and his wife were pleasantly surprised by the sweet-tasting stew, and thus it was discovered how maple syrup could be made from sap. Is syrup spelled wrong? I thought so too. Funks Grove Pure Maple Syrup explained that the spelling of syrup with an I is an old spelling, which signified a syrup that was boiled down, as in pure maple syrup, as opposed to syrup with a Y, which is a syrup that has sugar added, such as in canned peach syrup. They explained how maple syrup is made and collected, and of course we bought a jar for ourselves. Established in 1928, Dixie Truckers' Home is considered the oldest truck stop in America. Dixie began as a 24/7 truckers' restaurant, gas station, and place to catch a nap. Today, it is managed by Road Ranger and Pilot Travel Center. Dixie is one of the busiest truck stops in the U.S. Its food is classic American truck stop fare. The truck stop sports many Route 66 reminders. The Dixie truck stop also has the following photo history of Route 66. Route 66 was once unofficially named Will Rogers Highway. Rogers was a famous humorist at that time. Cyrus Avery. He is the person who proposed a highway from Chicago to Los Angeles and designated it Route 66 in 1926. The Eagles. When you are standing on a corner in Winslow, Arizona and taking it easy, you are on Route 66. John Steinbeck. His novel, later made into a movie, The Grapes of Wrath, takes place along Route 66. Al Capone loved Route 66, for it was his ideal escape route, and the road had many of his favorite watering holes. Elvis Presley frequently traveled Route 66 from Chicago to Oklahoma, often stopping in McLean, Illinois. There was even a TV show called Route 66 in the 1960s. Atlanta, Illinois is another small city along the route with a population of 1,670. It, like other cities along Route 66, it sports many painted buildings. but Atlanta is best known for its Muffler Man. Before moving to Atlanta, Illinois, the hot dog Muffler Man was the bun and wiener hefting star of Cicero, Illinois. The Bunyan's hot dog establishment was sold, the fate of the unique Bunyan holding a wiener uncertain. A plan for the Route 66 Museum in Joliet to acquire the statue failed. This 19-foot giant is just across the street from Palm's Grill Cafe. Sometimes we have to reroute to the interstate, especially when the bridge is out. Once in a while, a traveler needs other nourishment. This little chapel is found in a parking lot in Lincoln, Illinois, on Route 66. It was built by Zion Lutheran Church. This hand-built chapel in Lincoln is open for prayer and meditation 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. The chapel was built with rough-hewn logs and chinking in between to help seal out the elements. No matter what your faith, or even no faith, it offers a place for reflection on one's journey. The Rail Splitter Covered Wagon, recognized by Guinness Book of World Records as the largest covered wagon in the world, is located on the front lawn of the Best Western Lincoln Inn near historic Route 66. A statue of Abe Lincoln reading a law book sits in the huge wagon, which stands 24 feet tall. Created in 2001 by Illinois local David Bentley, the Rail Splitter began as a project to kill time during his recovery from surgery. The four-wheel wagon is built out of steel and oak. This is Frank's old service station on Route 66 in Williamsville, Illinois. It was not open and not much could be found concerning its history, but it was worth the stop, even in the rain. Pioneer Rest Motel in Broadwell, Illinois. History has that at one time it sported separate cabins, but now it is very run down. A one-story brick building, rectangular shaped, with a gabled roof and 6 rooms. The Pig Hip restaurant was a popular stop for Route 66ers during the road's heydays. Ernie Edwards and his wife served thousands of barbecued sandwiches and fries at the Pig Hip to travelers on the road from 1937 until 1991. Unfortunately, it burned to the ground in March 2007. All that's left today is this commemorative sign. This large arch bridge that spans the main road through the middle of Elkhart Hill was built by Emma Gillette Oglesby in memory of her brother, John Park Gillette. This historic structure was built as a walking bridge between the Gillette family home and the Elkhart Cemetery. This is one of the churches that are located in the Elkhart Cemetery. This is downtown Elkhart, Illinois, and though big, the Tigers still found a parking spot on the road. Antique stores are common along Route 66. This one caught Mrs. Tiger's eye, and she bought this souvenir of our trip. Pioneer Motel is near Springfield, Illinois, a classic Route 66 motel that is still in operation today. Route 66 traverses the capital of Illinois, Springfield. Springfield is home to this 200,000 square foot Shield sporting goods store. Special attractions include 8 lifelike bronze sculptures, a 16,000-gallon saltwater aquarium, a 65-foot 16-car operating Ferris wheel, an archery range, shooting gallery, Walk of Presidents, wildlife mountain adventure, rollerball bowling lanes, and an arcade. In their parking lot is a Tesla charging station with spots for 8 Teslas. Also, this is the place where we spent the night with the manager's permission. There will be more adventures on Route 66, so stay tuned. And as always, thank you for watching.